Air Jordan 13 sneakers don't tend to be top sellers, but they break history occasionally. It is an often underrated silhouette but continues to ebb in and out of the most wanted sneakers lists throughout history. The release of the Air Jordan 13 Flint Gray coincided with ESPN's The Last Dance, churning up some incredible hype around the documentary and pushing the sneakers to record-breaking sales. With so many epic options, we made a list of the 15 best Air Jordan Retro 13 sneakers of all time. At number 1 is the Air Jordan 13 Retro Doernbecher. It shouldn't surprise you by now that Nike makes some of the best collaboration sneakers out there, and many of them have a significant meaning behind them. One of their unique collaborations is the long-standing partnership with Doernbecher Children's Hospital. Each year, children from the hospital can design their own Doernbecher sneakers. A lucky winner's design is chosen to be sold, and the profits raise money for the hospital. In 2015, 11-year-old John Charles, a patient at the hospital battling Crohn's disease, created this epic pair of Air Jordan 13 retro sneakers. The uniqueness of these sneakers isn't just limited to the seldom-seen glossy patent leather that makes up the entire upper of the sneakers in snakeskin embossed black and the dotted teal paneling. Still, the sole has been modified with John's personal touches. The soles feature John's soccer number, a caricature of a kid with an arched brow, crones on each sole to symbolize his desire to step on and beat his disease, and 7 pills that represent the medication he has to take every day to manage his illness at such a young age. With lime green laces, Jumpman on the tongue label, and JC in the hologram eye, these are signature sneakers that support a fantastic cause and deserve to be in the top spot on this list of best retro 13 Air Jordan sneakers of all time. Our number 2 is the Air Jordan 13 Retro, He Got Game 2018. The Air Jordan 13 white-black colorway was first featured in Spike Lee's famous 1998 film He Got Game, in one of the most iconic scenes in sports drama history. Since then, the sneakers have been known as the He Got Game sneakers. The retro sneakers were re-released in 2018. As it was initially known, the colorway features black and white tumbled leather that uses red as an accent color for the ensemble. The dotted whisker section of the upper is white, while the rest of the sneaker construction is black tumbled leather. The hologram logo is a dark green that contrasts the red accents perfectly. These He Got Game Air Jordan Retro 13 sneakers deserve a place on everyone's list. Number 3, AJ13 Gray Toe. These sneakers first hit the scene in 2005 for the first time, whereafter they were retro re-released again in 2014. The colorway consists of a variety of textures that are white, gray, and red, with white tumbled leather making up the mottled upper, gray tumbled leather making up the toe section, hence where it gets its name from, and slightly distressed suede making up the red midsection that makes its way into the midsole, as well as wrapping around the collar and the hologram logo, which is bright green. Number 4 is Air Jordan 13 Retro Ray Allen PE. Ray Allen famously set the all-time record for three-pointers made in a player-exclusive version of the AJ13s. The Air Jordan 13 Ray Allen player-exclusive sneakers were a stunning and refreshing break away from the standard red many AJ13s used. The upper part comprises white tumbled leather, while the rest is an incredibly soft suede and muted green that blends in with the hologram logo on the back. This shade of green is just earthy and refreshing, a color you don't often see in the Air Jordan 13 world. Number 5. Air Jordan 13 Playoffs. Everyone knows that the playoffs are where history is made. Michael Jordan made history strutting these Air Jordan 13s during the 1998 NBA playoffs, where they nabbed the name. Still, Nate Robinson was more well-known for sporting these sneakers on the court. These sneakers use a more stingray leather-like finish than the standard tumbled leather for the toe section. The mottled upper complements the texture starkly with a suede midfoot area that can be seen again on the heel and the tongue label. Of course, it wouldn't be the AJ13 without the hologram logo on the heel, which is the signature cat's eye green. At 6 is the Air Jordan 13 Flint. These flawless sneakers dripped in 2017 and caused a stir, changing what we thought all Air Jordan 13s looked like. For starters, the white toe paneling was replaced with patent leather, and the gray suede we sometimes saw on the midfoot area extended down into the midsole for a seamless look. Instead of using leather for the mottled upper like we are used to, the Air Jordan 13 Flint brought a new level of depth with a denim-colored upper made from a woven material. 7. Air Jordan 13 Bred. These classic black and red Air Jordan 13 sneakers, cutely named Bred as a play on words, were re-released in 2017 when Nike and Jordan Brand brought these sneakers to full family sizes. The classic sneakers brought back the woven texture of the mottled upper, including a stunning blood-red midfoot that seamlessly traveled into the midsole and wrapped around the hologram logo on the heel. There are some peaks of white hinting from the outsole, but the entire sneaker earned its name of Bred on the outsole alone. Number 8. Air Jordan Retro 13 Low Quay 54. These sneakers hit the scene in 2015 and are one of the few low versions of the Air Jordan 13 that are almost universally loved. This pair, in particular, is a homage to France's streetball community and has an entirely unique feel thanks to the patterned midfoot section that connects to the midsole. Unfortunately, the hologram we see in the retro silhouettes is missing from the sneakers due to the shorter length of the heel. Still, the sneaker more than makes up for it in style. The mottled upper is a woven mesh-like fabric, and all the textures keep the color scheme neutral with blacks and grays, save for the tan outsole. At 9 is the Air Jordan Retro 13 Low Chutney. Yet another low silhouette joins the list with a pair that returned to the world of sneakers in 2017. The Air Jordan 13 Low Chutney returned with its wheat-colored untumbled leather, giving a sophisticated Timberland feel, while the toe section is a classic tumbled black leather, and the midfoot is a stunning black suede, really giving this pair of sneakers a high-fashion, sophisticated look. Additionally, the absence of the hologram logo that usually comes with the low silhouette elevates the look further. Number 10. The AJ13 Retro Squadron Blue. This retro style came back in 2013 when the signature blue shade exceeded the typical navy or denim you might see on some other Air Jordan 13 releases. While the colors maintained across the entirety of the sneaker's upper, the sneaker's different textures bring the color to life in different ways, from the tumbled leather of the toe section to the suede paneling and the mottled woven upper. These are classic sneakers with a lime green outsole to tie them together with the hologram logo. Number 11 is Air Jordan 13 Retro CP3 PE. A tribute to Chris Paul's days with the New Orleans Hornets, these retro sneakers were released in 2015. With a stunning mix of textures and materials, there's tumbled black leather on the toe section, bright Orion blue hairy suede on the midsole and midfoot unit, and woven nylon for the mottled upper that makes the whisker-like area of the sneakers. Sunstone yellow makes up the CP branding on the tumbled leather tongue label, the Jordan branding where a lace doubre would typically go, and the outer rim of the outsole. At 12, the Clot X Air Jordan 13 Low Sepia Stone. Arriving at the end of 2018, these unique collaboration sneakers with Edison Chen's Clot featured a variety of premium materials like stitched brick-like suede, giving it its sepia stone namesake, which covers most of the upper, accompanied by portions of gray and brown. The brick texture completely replaced the whisker-like look that the Air Jordan 13 usually has. Still, the sneakers certainly aren't lacking for it. Another significant change from what we are used to is that the Clot logo has replaced the Jumpman emblems and is a stunning metallic gold. In addition, the outer rim of the outsole is an icy, semi-translucent pink. In the 13th place on our list is the Reverse He Got Game. One of the most popular colorways for the Air Jordan 13 would have a reverse option, a play on the colors of the original, switching up the colors of the sneakers to the opposite end of the spectrum. Where there was once white, there is now black, and vice versa. The exciting thing about these sneakers is that the white midsection that joins the midsole almost makes it look like they have a platform look, which sets them further apart from the original. Using the same tumbled and smooth leather, the sneakers are very true to their original design while being different. Coming up on our second last entry here at number 14, the AJ13 Chinese New Year. Yet another stunning breakaway from the standard design of the Air Jordan 13, but similar enough to stay in the family, the Air Jordan 13 Chinese New Year is a stunning pair of sneakers And my personal favorite on this list, although clot is a close second. The pink, tan, and white colorway, with the white and tan being a stunning premium suede, and the floral pink making up the opaque outsole. The mottled texture you would typically see on the AJ13 has been replaced with a pattern reminiscent of Chinese coins or maybe ancient armor, which is a perfect look for these sneakers. Last but not least, we have the Air Jordan 13 Bin 23 at number 15. This pair of sneakers set the stage for premium retro sneakers, taking the older designs and recreating them with luxury materials. The sneakers have a touch of shiny leather, but only over the white toe section. In contrast, the rest of the sneaker is a maroon-red soft touch material and a clay-brown soft suede that makes up the midfoot section, the heel that wraps around the hologram Jumpman, and the midsole. It's risky to have suede on the midsole, but that tends to be the mark of a premium pair of sneakers because those who can afford these sneakers probably won't be using them to trek through the elements. Did we leave your favorite Air Jordan 13 retro sneakers off the list? Let us know down below in the comments section, and don't forget to like and subscribe.